So to my regret, I did listen to a few more minutes of that sick, disgusting lady. Let me tell you something, Alexyss. You do speak like a pedophile. And the fact that you spoke about my son like that, you got cursed tonight, girl. You understand me? You got cursed tonight. First of all, you're over on your channel now slandering me. You don't know anything about me or my child or how my child was conceived. Let me tell you something about yourself, Alexyss. You are incredibly bitter. You are very, very bitter. You're so bitter that you can't even live a real life. Everything that you did led your son to prison. Everything that you did. Because you're a little girl that refuses to grow up. We all have had problems in our life, but you seem to just stay stuck in yours. Alexyss, I don't care how many people like to hear you talk nasty out of your filthy mouth. Girl, lady, I am a witch and I will fucking curse you. I don't know who in the fuck you think you doing. I don't know what you think you doing. But lady, we can go head to head and toe to fucking toe. We can do this. But it ain't gonna be no back and forth on social media. All you know how to do is run your mouth and hide behind other people. See, I'm a real witch. I don't appreciate the way you were talking about my son and bringing up all that old stuff. First of all, my child is not slow. You are a disgusting person. You know who the only person that's slow is you. For a 50-something-year-old woman to be talking about a 10-year-old, you are absolutely disgusting. And you have a mental problem. You do. You have a mental problem. You know, to be honest with you, I had never done anything to you. You tried to use me like it was almost like you tried to make me your sacrifice to make it look like you were actually relevant enough to have a fucking stalker. You're not that relevant, Alexyss. You're not. Nobody, even in the Atlanta area, even knows who the hell you are. Hell, For all we know, you don't even live in Atlanta, but I'm sure that you do. I wouldn't know. I've never been by your residence. And you are absolutely disgusting. And everything that you sent or tried to send to my child is returned to you. Now, I don't know exactly what the hell that made you lose your mind and go into your little girl dark place, but I can promise you, Alexyss, that you're not fucking with me. You need to quit running your mouth. If you're gonna start running your mouth about me and my son, I'm not gonna choose to be a part of that. It is so embarrassing watching you black women behave that way in social media. I was totally shocked to find how ignorant you were. Somebody done cursed you, Alexyss. You possessed or something. Somebody done put something on you. Every time you done came for me and my son, you always end up with something bad happening to you, don't you? I would suggest that you move on. I don't know what the hell you going through, but you need to leave my name out of your mouth and quit slandering me. Telling people that I went to a hotel with somebody. Lady, I will bury you. You understand me? I will bury you. You are absolutely disgusting and an embarrassment. And you try to get credibility in the spiritual community sounding all stupid like that. You sound really stupid right now. You do. You sound dumb. Everything you said sounded dumb. And I don't have anything to do with you, girl. Not anything whatsoever. In fact, I think I might report your video to the police, Alexyss. Yeah, I think I'm going to report your video to the Popo for harassment. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Delusional people like you seem to think that just because you have a following in social media that means anything. That means nothing. I know for a fact that I have proof that you sent a bunch of trolls after me. I know for a fact that I have proof that you were in fact stalking me. You don't own the whole fucking state of Georgia. You can't tell somebody where to move for. And you've been told over and over again that I didn't move here for your son. Try to mess with anybody in my life. Try it. Try it. I can promise you it ain't going to lead to nothing but regret. You are totally powerless to me, Alexyss. I'm not a YouTuber or a social media influencer. I am a witch. And I always have been. This is the reason why none of your crap has ever worked. You got delusional thinking that just because you had a group of people talking shit about me that you had any power, and you don't. And what are you mad about? Because you're obsessed with another woman's vagina? Is it not good enough that that group of people that you depend on so wholeheartedly for self-esteem, is it not good enough that they post videos on a regular basis talking about how unattractive I am? Is that not quite doing it for you, Alexyss? Huh? You a hater is what you are. And I kind of think that you hating on me because of my success on TikTok and stuff. You just like people really don't know you, but they can see that. I mean, you constantly play victim and you still doing it. Can you admit to what you did that was wrong? No, you're too delusional. And you're a liar. And the price that you pay for lies is what? Death. May not be a physical death. Now that you done, I guess you done got done with trying to suck Nipsey Hussle's corpse dry, and now you trying to pull me into that. Lady, you don't want none of this, Alexyss. You don't. And I'm not going to come to social media and spread lies about you because I don't know nothing about you. I will handle you over here at my altar. I don't need to talk crazy to you. For what? I don't have anything to do with that. But we can go head to head, Alexyss. We've already done so. Every single battle that we have fought, I have always won. You're never going to win over here. And you know what? I truly believe that your silly ass was trying to use me as some kind of damn Hollywood sacrifice. The only thing is that you never made it to Hollywood. That's the only thing. You never made it to Hollywood. Nobody ever cared. You know what I'm saying? And I have no respect for a woman. In fact, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You want to talk shit about my son, lady, I will curse the hell out of you. This is no joke. Okay. You like a little baby that just latches on, And while I don't agree with a lot of the things that you say, do I argue with you? No, I don't. I don't argue with you. You sound ridiculous. And like I said, is your coven 300-400 deep, Alexyss? You want me to see you take you want to see me take down your whole coven, aka following? I think it's ridiculous. Why are you starting crap with me, Alexyss? I wonder why all of a sudden. This is childish little girl games. And you'll probably end up in a loony bin in a couple of weeks, like you always do. Let them balance you out. You over on your channel growling and snarling and shit. You're not my problem whatsoever. You are your own problem. I don't have anything to do with that. I haven't said anything disrespectful to you or your child. But you over there, I don't have anything against your son. And you are so narcissistic. That's one of the reasons why back then I even continued to stay involved, because I could see that you were like creating enemies for your own child. You were creating enemies for your child, and you obsessed with my uterus. Lady, don't say something else about my kids. I dare you. Go live right now and say something else about my son. Do it now. Do it now. Go live right now and say anything else about me or my child. Do it right now. Or I swear to God, Alexyss, not only will I freaking I'm going to get legal justice on you, because a lot of my issues in social media started because of you. You are a black woman's worst enemy because you think you better, but don't no man want you. What man wants you? How in the hell can a crazy person give somebody love advice? You be over there trying to give people love advice. Stick to the subject that you know, which is backbiting off of people and playing victim. Because I would never take love advice from you, ever. And you think that just because all that goofy crap happened, you know what I'm saying? What's the matter? I truly believe that you heifers can conjure spirits, but them spirits must be tearing you up right now. Because what is your problem? You making an exact fool out of yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. You're one of those people that people can go to and pay to go on social media and talk crazy. I didn't even bother to look at it in the cards. And you know I'm not the type of person come on here and go, oh, Miss Alexyss and da da da. You already know who you dealing with. You already know. I don't even know why you even starting shit with me. Okay. Because you're not messing with me, Alexyss. You're not. I think that you've become quite delusional. I would highly recommend for you to move on. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm not one of those people that's enamored by your beauty because I personally feel like beauty is skin deep. And I'm not seeing that in you. And the reason why is because you have so much self hatred. You have a lot of self hatred. Trust me, I know you. And you still the same. You ain't changed in all these years. Why are you talking about this crap like it was just yesterday? And don't let them use me to destroy you because I don't have nothing to do with that. Somebody must have it out for you. I don't have nothing to do with that, and I'm not worried about you whatsoever. You just a social media personality who's claiming to be God when we all know that you're not God, right? You're not even close to it. You claim that you're a God. I'm a God and da 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 da. No, you're not. You're a scared little girl who doesn't know how to handle her business. I could do a reading on you right now and tell you what the hell is wrong with you. Why don't you try to handle your situations like a woman? I have no interest in you to say anything about your son. Have I said anything about your son except for what I said? Otherwise, I have nothing to say about your son, how he was created, what happened. I don't care. You're irrelevant to me. Why is it that somebody that you get like what? You get like 10, 20,000. You got a bunch of Nipsey Hustle followers and shit. Why is it that somebody like yourself feels the need to address somebody like me, a little witch from the Midwest? Hmm? Why you feel the need to be addressing me? For what? Your respect means nothing to me, Alexyss. Other people would probably be upset. I'm not upset. I'm just letting you know. I'm giving you a friendly warning. I have proof years ago that like you just latched on to me. She's stalking me. She's stalking me. She called down to the jail and da 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 da. Come to find out it was somebody else that did that. Was not me. She did this. Da 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 da. Tried to ruin my life and my reputation. You got the nerve and the audacity, girl. Bye. You got a lot of issues, lady. You really do. And somebody asked me, they said, do you really think she talking to Nipsey Hussle? What did I say? I said, I'm not at liberty to judge that because I don't give a damn about who you talking to. As long as you ain't talking to my man. And I know you ain't talking to my man. I know this for a fact. You ain't got nothing to do with my man. Okay. And you don't know who that man is because it's none of your business. Anyway, I don't know who put you up to going live and talking crazy about my children, but you better believe, Alexyss, that I am not the same person that I used to be. I'm not. And you supposed to be a grown woman. Man, ain't you embarrassed? Like do you even have enough sense to be embarrassed by your own behavior and your words and just all that weirdness that you're doing over there that you've been doing for years? Then you come back with this crap. And I ain't emailed you up based upon an email. Hell, you can't even handle having an email address. Clearly, somebody is messing with your head, and you coming for my head, and my head is protected, Alexyss. Okay? I don't know what your problem is, but you are not messing with me, Alexyss. You're not. Okay? And while I know that you're kind of off, I know that you're a little off, Alexyss. I don't discriminate against who I curse. You gonna have to pay for that. Sitting over there lying on me. Who the hell do you think you are? You are a nobody. The fact that you try to turn me against my mother. Remember all them years you was trying to turn me against my mama, the person that gave birth to me, and you went around lying on my mother. Mm-hmm. I let all that go. You have a jealousy problem. You do. You have a jealousy problem. A serious, and everything that every woman that encounters you says about you is the truth. I've heard you sitting over there complaining about that, about how women, when you got into it with the last three women that you got into it with, you get into it with everybody for the same reason. The same reason why you fell out with me is why you fall out with everybody else. Listen, I'm not knocking your hustle or whatever. I'm not knocking whatever it is that you're doing. I don't have a bunch of friends. I'm not a friendly friend type of person either, but I know how to show respect. And I certainly wouldn't be sitting over there. I mean, you must be going through some things because and when in the hell have you ever seen, why are you insinuating that I sent you a picture of my son in diapers? That's a lie. When have you ever seen my child in diapers? Unless you were watching me. That's just weird, Alexyss. That Do you think about it? That's weird. My son used cloth diapers. My youngest son, I used cloth diapers for him. What the hell are you talking about? And the way you talk about children, what the hell is wrong with you? Hey, let me tell you something, lady. Keep my name out of your mouth and get some damn self esteem because you have none. Trust me. You know, everybody can see that. They just won't say it to you because they seem to have some kind of fear of you. I've never had fear of you. Fear of what? You're a woman that, I guess you're a woman that bleeds once a month, just like me. Go on with your life. I don't want nothing to do with you and your chaos. And you certainly ain't touching my son. That's disgusting. I don't attack people's kids. So I don't have nothing to say about your child. I feel bad for the dude though. Like, to have a mother like you has to be hell, you know? Because you don't think straight. Something's wrong with the way that you think. Who the hell talks like that about a child? Anyway, that's pretty much what I want. I'm not going to continue to listen. It honestly, it made me feel sick inside. Like I wanted to throw the fuck up hearing you talk like that. Gross. Yuck. You need to go and cleanse yourself or something. I don't know what the hell wrong with you. I don't know if one of your enemies done cursed you or whatever, but you gonna get the hell away from me and mine. That's all I know. Yeah, I don't like that either, Ashley Rose. She been doing it though. She made a video years ago. You know, thinking like somebody that thinks that way, I'm gonna talk about your child and that's gonna make you look bad. No, that made you look bad, Alexyss, and is making you look bad now. I don't understand what it is that you're doing, but all I know is that I know how to protect myself, and I don't want my name tied in with your name at all. I don't. You know, and it's, you know what? It's out of respect for Nipsey Hussle. It's out of respect for Lauren London. You know, I don't know that lady. I'm not a Hollywood type of person. I am a witch. I'm not trying to break into Hollywood. I'm not. Okay. I'm not a Hollywood witch reader of the stars or nothing like that, you know. But here's my suggestion, Alexyss. Why don't you just stop watching me? You've been following me around in social media. And I can sense it. I can sense it. And you literally tried, girl, you have, let me tell you something. You barked up the wrong tree. The best thing for you to do is to walk away. That's the best thing for you to do, is to walk away. Because that's what I'm doing, walking away. I have an entire life that I love to live, you know? And I think it's sad that, because you're not a spiritualist. Let's keep it a bug. You're just cursed. You're not a spiritualist or a witch. I don't believe that. You're just cursed. You know what I'm saying? Because if you had any kind of notoriety, you know, and I mean, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I literally have nothing to say to you about what you doing or nothing. I don't care. But you're not touching my life. And you know what I think it was? I think that maybe what triggered her was when I was talking about my father yesterday morning. That's none of your business. Mind your business. Why don't you know how to mind your own business? My father is not your father. We don't have the same father. We're not even blood related. I am of no relation to you whatsoever. I have no connection with you whatsoever. I think that maybe that triggered you because you hate your mother so much. And when I swear to God, this lady, when my mother died, like she had that whole sector talking about me. And I can tell who's in troll accounts. You was like, How she never even liked her mother. Girl, you don't know anything about my mother. My mother, I was 30 something years old when I moved away from her. You know what I'm saying? And like that, none of the, like, quit trying to insert yourself in my spiritual journey. You keep talking about who you never met. You never met your father. You've never even met that man that you claim Jackie Wilson is your father. You've never even met him. No wonder you become obsessed over people that you never met. You're the one that becomes obsessed with people that you never met. Am I lying? Because you think it's all good. And, I'm not saying whether or not Jackie Wilson is your father or not. That ain't my business. You see how I know how to mind my own business, Alexyss? I'm not like your mama. I'll curse the hell out of somebody talking crazy about my kids or anybody that I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, goodness gracious. Like, and my baby is not slow, never. This lady, when Jacob was 1 years old, she was going around the internet saying that he couldn't talk. Now, what 1 year old do y'all know is talking in complete sentences? Jacob was 1 years old. Child, you better hey, listen, Alexyss, you better get my son off of your mind because I'm not thinking about yours whatsoever. I don't bother that boy. I don't have nothing to do with whatever happened with him. You tried to blame me for him going to prison, which was totally delusional. And while you had people like attacking me, like, I'm a grown woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, stay the hell up out of me and my children's business. My children are happy and healthy and not thinking about you. We're not thinking about you over here. Nobody over here is thinking about you, Alexyss. Mm, mm, mm. Oh well, that's pretty much all that I have to say to you. You know, I and it's not my baby's fault or any of my children's fault that you have a problem with your mother or your whatever your problems are. You need to go and handle your business as a grown woman. And I think that you're upset. This is what triggered her about that conversation because I spoke about my father and I put the video on private. The only reason why I put the video on private is because I do have some resonance of respect. And I noticed that I was cussing a little bit too much. So I went ahead and I put it on private. But you're upset because of what happened to me did not stop me from loving. And that's why you're upset. You do not have the ability to love and be compassionate, not even towards yourself. You are a very, very selfish person. You are. You're very, very selfish and diabolical. Okay. And I don't want a social media beef with you. I don't. In fact, I don't even have any connection with you. You know, the people that I deal with, they don't want to hear none of that what you talking about. My followers don't want to hear about that. The people that follow me in social media, they want readings, okay? And they want spell work. All that other stuff that so me and you don't even have any real connection like that. You know, we don't. In all fairness, we don't have any real connection. Okay. I'm on a totally different path. Okay, I'm not trying to get to Hollywood, you know, and you do just about anything for fame. Have you not realized that these so called sacrifices that you think you're taking are not bringing you any fame? I'm not even going to lie to you. Back then, I felt like you were trying to use me and my family as sacrifices, and it's laughable, it's funny. Like, you literally have no idea who or what you're dealing with. You don't, honestly. That's pretty much all I had to say to you. Okay. Quit trying to connect yourself with me. I don't want any connection with you. And I wish, you know what, Alexyss, I wish that I could take down. I swear to God, you know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to gain access to that channel that was put up years ago because I was talking to your son. He seemed like a really nice guy at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to get that channel taken down so that there's absolutely no connection. I'm so busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to get ready for Beltane, and then I have a life. I have a life. So, and I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of other things that I could say that I'm not going to say, honestly. But, you sit over there and you stand in your gimmick of vagina power. That's all I got. You you got vagina power. Mhm. Okay. I'm not going to disagree with you on that because I have no interest in this conversation or comparing myself to you or comparing your myself to you, honestly. You know, I'm not your enemy. You are. You are your own worst enemy. You are. You are very, very, very paranoid. And like I said to all of these people out here in social media that have an issue with me, I've never done any spiritual work to do anything to destroy anybody. My spiritual work does the work to destroy your energy or whatever power that you're trying to assert over me. That's it. That's it. I don't try to do anything to harm people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever do that. And you're trying to trigger me by, talking crazy about my son. But why should I get upset about things that are not the truth? You just a liar. You are the biggest liar that I've ever known in my life. I swear to God. You just make up stuff as you go along. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know my son's father. Like, for you to take that, like, you literally took all of the lies and the deception from that sector and took it to your channel. All of those lies and deception, and you expect to be taken seriously when none of that stuff was the truth. Nothing in that sector is real. Like, but you want to make it real, and you're never going to make it real. And that's sad, but that's pretty much what you've always been about. All right, I gotta go. That's it.